Sup, it's Hallie, and welcome back to Gallade's Quest. Dear viewer, I feel like such a fool. I was recording and just minded my own business, and then all of a sudden, I realized I was not actually recording at all. So now I get to redo a bunch of stuff. This is what happens whenever you call Charizard in the village. Like, where are we going, bro? And then you can choose the places. And we're gonna go here, because, I initially wasn't able to get the cutscene back. It started at the end of the thing. But I was able to make it work, so just hold on. I'm gonna turn on Don't Hurt Me so I can just blitz all this crap. And I guess I'll turn it, well, sure, so the saving works. Hopefully I can still do it. But yeah, basically, we have to go back down to the cavern where we fought Heatran. Oh, goodness gracious. I can't believe I forgot to press record. I mean, I can, but I can't at the same time. I'm usually really good about it, but like, SMBX just takes such a long freaking time to load that sometimes I just want to hit record partway through the loading to cut out that extra bit of time. So I have a more accurate read of how long the recording's been going. Did I lose my eggs? How many eggs do I have right now? I have 6. Okay. Yeah, hold on. Because I used a bunch of the eggs in the previous set doing some stuff. I want this one. There, we're back up to 9 eggs. Still want this out, though. Yeah. Anyway. So yeah, like, I was doing that thing, I was letting SMBX load, and I was going to press record when it got closer to time, but I didn't press record, so I get to do all this stuff again. And you get to watch it, I guess, and it'll be a little less thrilling for me. I guess it'll still be new to you, so maybe that's kind of nice and interesting. But whatever. Whatever. It's fine. It's fine. I'll just talk about the same stuff I was talking about last time and repeat myself again. Well, it totally lines up, too, because, like, I was talking about how I was a little bit weary. I'd have been adjusting my playlists on Rumble because I recently noticed that they upped the amount of you could make, and I was like, oh, joy. I can totally do the thing and, like, make playlists for all the ones that didn't have it yet. Because, like, on YouTube, how I handle my playlists is if a series has more than one video, it gets its own playlist, period, end of story. But you can't really do that on Rumble, because they used to have, like, a limit of 100 playlists, and then they upped it to 150, which really isn't that big of a jump. I was hoping they made it unlimited, because, like, yeah, 150 playlists is more than enough for an average person, but for a Let's Play channel, you'll burn through that in, like, no time, flat. So I was going through all my playlists today, and I decided I would just make it so that the longest playlists would be the ones that get their own things, and I actually managed to get it such that only the miscellaneous playlists have series that are like 1 or 2 videos long. But that will change over time, because I'm already at the limit, and I'll have to keep making more. Whatever, here's this cutscene. Leo, just the man in need. Maybe you can help me with something. Sure, that's what best friends are for. Awesome. I wanted to ask you what types of Pokemon are strong against the Psychic type. Well, for super effective damage, you should use Bug, Ghost, or Dark, but if what you want is something that resists Psychic type moves, then you could go with a Steel type. Dark type Pokemon are flat out immune to Psychic moves. Wow, Leo, for someone who's afraid of Pokemon, you know a lot about them. Pokemon are actually very interesting to look at from afar. Nah, Leo, you've got to play with other Pokemon sometime. Cuddle up with them, playfully wrestle them, like I do with my Arcanine. Still, I'm happy to have a best friend who is as smart as you. I wish I were nearly as intelligent. Funny, I wish I was as strong and brave as you instead. Well, it's true, you've got to be strong to survive in this world, but being smart also helps a lot. It's been nice chatting with you, but I've got to hurry to Fireleaf Village to see Hina. Oh, Professor Ned's lab is there as well. In fact, it's right ahead. Drop by and say hi to him. He's a man worth listening to. Eek! There's no reason to be afraid, Leo. Diane is just greeting you because she's happy to see you. I'm pretty sure growling and barking isn't a sign a Pokemon is happy to see me. Oh, why don't you carry your Arcanine in a Pokeball? Are you crazy? It's much healthier, not to mention more respectful for the Pokemon to be allowed to roam free and walk alongside us. Pokeballs, to me, seem like just unnecessary imprisonment. Sometimes I wonder why I keep arguing with you over this. Well, then don't. Haha. And then I had some witty quips about how, like, hold on. President is up, working hard every day to save the environment for the good of all Pokemon. Some witty quips about, like, the size of Pokemon and the convenience of Pokeballs and blah, blah, blah. And who might you be? Ah, you are Marcelo's friend, Leandro, I believe. No, my name is Leonardo.
Cool down, boy, or the heat of your boiling blood could contribute to global warming. Just kidding. What is not a joke is all the damage humans have done to the environment and the habitats of the poor Pokemon.
I agree, I'm not a big fan of Pokemon myself, but I do think it's unfair to them. What have they done to suffer through this?
You are a good boy. I'm currently studying about Unknown Tower. Ever heard of it?
That mysterious tower in the desert? Yeah, I have. There's a bunch of weird myths surrounding it.
Indeed, as its name indicates, it is the habitat of a huge number of unknown who are said to be said by the legends to be Arceus' 1,000 arms.
That explains all of those depictions of Arceus without any actual arms, but aren't unknown weak in battle.
In competitive Pokemon battling, absolutely. However, my studies indicate that if gathered in very large numbers, say about several thousands of them, they can do incredible things. I heard they once managed to crystallize a sizable portion of land in the Johto region. Anyway, I must go back to work now, so off you go.
Bye, Ned. Then there was this guy, and those Team Pain criminals. What a bunch of lunatics they are. Dead so and causing as much emotional pain as possible to run around them. They babbled some contradictory nonsense about achieving peace through war. What? If there's any logical reasoning behind that, I just don't see it. Just throw all of them into a madhouse and let them rot. And then I explained to them kindly that communism is but the way by which you kill everyone until they stop disagreeing with you.
Team Pain are a dangerous bunch, worse than Team Plasma. They have actually killed both people and Pokemon.
Those guys sound mean. This guy's also mean. Unacceptable! Your weakness brings shame to our family, Hina.
I'm sorry, but Father, I just can't. I can't be so mean to everybody.
And stop stuttering! How are you supposed to give a speech if you keep stuttering like an idiot? If you are to succeed me one day as mayor of Fireleaf Village, you cannot show any weakness. Nobody respects weak people.
But I just want to be kind and...
Nonsense! You cannot put order in town by being kind. You must be fierce like a Pyroar.
But...
No buts! Either you show us some backbone today or I won't let you into the house. Sir, with all due respect, the way you treat Hina is wrong. Silence! A coward like you has no right to question me. And don't even think of going into that forest to rescue that sobbing mess of a girl either. She's big enough, she should fend for herself. You're kind of a dick, guy. And then we go into the forest, and there's like a little platforming section with caterpies and pidgeys that can't hurt you, and you can't hurt them. You just kind of walk past. They don't even get all up in your grill. You can't run. This guy has one speed, and that's it. But he is quite a jumper, I gotta give him that. So we just go around here, up over here, down around this way. And then there's like some leaves that break away, and I wondered where the heck this NPC object even came from, because I honestly do not know. And break the blocks all the way down. Alright, I believe that's just about the end of it. We get over here, and we're gonna comfort Hina.
Father didn't mean to be so mean about it. I do the best I can.
We should love together, Hina. Start our own family, away from everything that troubles you.
Oh, Leo, you're so sweet, but I can't just abandon Father like that.
But the way he treats you is not right. You shouldn't demand that you become such a fierce person. And besides, I love you precisely because of how gentle you are. If your dad won't let you into your house, you can come to mine.
Come to Leo's house?
Uh-oh, you're gonna faint again, aren't you? And that's the end of that. And then there's some weird thing that happens in the top left corner there. Alright, looks like we're basically on time for what we were doing before. Yeah, it turned night. Okay, because on my way back to the village here, we found something relatively interesting. Ow. Oh, I still have Don't Hurt Me on, that's right. It's fine. We'll just go. We'll just go. This ghost house appears, and you go inside. Woo! And the timer's all bugging out in here, whoa! And there was a citrus berry on that table before, but I got it already. So now we're just kind of going through the motions, I suppose. Yep. Go down this way. Over here. Down around. And there's all these ghosts, you gotta dodge them. I'm not bothering to because I'm invincible and I did it once already and I just don't care anymore. Oh my god, why? Why did I not press record in time, dude? Why? It's sad. This whole segment took a lot longer when I was, respecting it. There's these little Magnemite dudes. You can kill them. It will hurt you as well. I don't know why they chose Magnemite for this. I think maybe... I don't know if they were like trying to confuse you with your own little Magnemite buddy or something there, but you gotta jump. Oh my god, I need to run up on this thing. Get there. Get up there. Then there's some boomerangs. Ooh, spooky boomerangs. Ooh. They've got like Miss Moggy's disease in there and stuff, and over here it's like, oh, it's just a little treasure, just some stuff inside. It's like, what are you supposed to do? Well, you go over here where there's this Mario block, you can't stab it. I even tried to blow it up, that's how I used like a bunch of my eggs. And get to this room where there's a bunch of meme haunters.
I like turtles. Yes is no and no is yes. Welcome to Moonside. A shark tries to stop a lemon from eating a kilogram of sand. Because pasta makes you fat when you mix it with Bolivian pork. Talk to me. Bridge plus hypotenuse equals, or minus campfire equals walking head divided by kilometers per page. N is real, 2041. 401. I heard it with my very own eyes.
I'm on the floor. It's just about more memes at you.
We finally got the doctor on board. More trees. You know what then? Toast. Everything in this episode is clashes. Prepare for trouble and make it double with a side of mustard and dash ketchup. Pikachu. Omewa Shinderu. You must construct additional pylons. Actually, it's over 8,000, not 9,000. So it is the only good playable character. Never use any of the others. They're all trash. You should only use SMB3 style graphics because they are more realistic. The rest are too cartoony. Fool me once, I'm mad. Fool me twice. How could you? Fool me 3 times. You're officially that guy, you know. You walk into a bar and he's like, this suit is officially a Giorgio Armani. Actually, my dad knows him. Ara. Yeah, jeez. In the SMB community, we hate anime because it sets a bad example for the kids regarding gender roles and objectification of women. Also, waifu is a bad word. The judges are biased.
And there's this one to heal you, because this haunter will hurt you. He's a bad guy. Well, you know, we're invincible. I didn't actually need to jump over him anyway. And you can go down that way, but there's really nothing. It's just a big old stretch of platforms and stuff. Over this way, there's a treasure! So you can still get something. Yeah. You get a treasure that way. That was just platforming. Fall down here. Oh, God. You end up here. Turn off. Don't hurt. Oh, yeah, get the thing off the table, and you cop up a bunch of little invisible platforms to use to make sure you can't just jump again. And you're done. That's it. That's all I did before I realized whoopsie-daisy didn't record any of that. Hey, we're actually out here early enough that the house didn't disappear immediately. Last time it took so long that the timer ran out. And it was like day again. But whatever. We're not worried about none of that. Let's just go. It's kind of cool finding a ghost house all randomly in the world. Now then, back to town. I could have called Charizard, I guess. But, you know. Ow! Hypno. Murder you. Alright, I made it. Let's buy some supplies. Talk to Lady Magdalene or whatever the heck. Is anyone even awake at this hour?
This little kiosk right here. Miss Magdalena had it built for me so that I can get into it when it rains. She thinks of everything.
Ah, nice. We already did everything in Kaza's dojo, didn't we? It's closed at night, apparently. Closed. Jean's pool. My Jinx shop. Closed. Everything's closed. It's too early in the morning. Guess I gotta wait. Can't even advance the plot under these circumstances, huh? Barge into her house. Oh, I can at least go here. There, we're all better. The inn is 24/7. So now what do we do? Gotta wait. How long is it gonna take? Is it gonna shift to 6 a.m.? At least the time moves pretty fast, I guess. Oh, there we go. 4 in the morning is when things really kick off. It was indeed Miss Magdalena's idea to build this in our village. We're glad she came up with that because me and my family don't know how to survive in the wild like real Pokemon. I don't know if I talked to you before I get that result, but I talked to you again just in case. Let's go to the school and talk to Magdalena. There are the children's.
I used to hate school back when I was a human kid, to the point I decided to be the class clown. Well, that last bit hasn't changed. That's because schools often teach you a lot of nonsense that you're never going to use in your life. But Miss Magdalena is different. We only get minimal math and language, and instead get a lot of natural sciences. Actually, useful things such as which mushrooms are edible, or poisonous, or about the anatomy of Pokemon, which makes sense because we're Pokemon now.
I think you underestimate the value of certain types of knowledge.
Ms. Magdalena actually admits that physical exercise is just as important as studying. You know what that means? It means that playing is just as important as your studying. It's just like running and jumping around. It's good for us too.
Indeed it is.
You know what's cool? First aid class. Finally, a school that teaches us something we're actually going to use. Human schools usually don't teach you the survival tips like this. Math sucks. Miss Magdalena's biology lessons are surprisingly interesting, but she tends to get carried away when teaching us about mushrooms. Miss Magdalena teaches us recipes for healthy meals. In gastronomy class, Brandon even helps us by using his fire to cook the green ingredients for us.
But I don't want to talk to you again.
It's actually unhealthy to drink water straight from the water-type Pokemon due to all the bacteria from the Pokemon's body. That's why you need to boil it first.
Gross.
Oh, Leo, I'm happy to see you okay. I'm in class right now, so could you please come in after midday?
Oh, Christ almighty, lady. Christ almighty.